will excel.
Only
You always do.
Yeah, right. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the June 6th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Madam Clerk, first item, please.
First item is item 3, consent agenda.
And I have a request to move item 8 down to an addition of C3. So with that exception, the consent agenda is the same.
I would move to approve the consent agenda with that exception.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Cook and second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item 4, new business A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Madam Chair, we have one set of voucher payments dated June 5th, 2013 in the amount of $439,959.52, and I'll make a motion to approve the vouchers as presented.
Second.
Thank you. There's a motion by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Cook. Questions? All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
There are no correction orders today. Item B, District Court number 1, consider authorization and execution of Contract C 293-2013 for annual maintenance of the Document Management System application server in a total amount of $5,815.04.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kathy Linhart, Court Administration. Can I answer any questions for you on that contract?
I have no questions.
Move to approve the request.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Cook and second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Item C, Parks and Recreation number 1, consider approval of request to pay invoice to Ace Electric for emergency repairs to an overhead power line that services the Oakland Billard Park pool and bathhouse in the amount of $2,736.21.
Good morning, Commissioners. Terry Bertles, Parks and Recreation. This request is for emergency repairs that were made to a line that was taken down by a tree limb during a thunderstorm just prior to the opening of the pool. This is a Shawnee County private line. It's not a Westar line. Westar did look at it just to confirm that with us. So we hired a contractor to come in and put it back up so he gets power restored.
Great. Thank you, Terry. Questions? I'll move approval of the request. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item C2, consider approval of request to pay invoice to Topeka Electric Motor Repair, Inc. for emergency repair of a pump, including the replacement of a motor at the North Aquatic Facility in the amount of $2,007.
Commissioner, similarly, this is a pool facility that just prior to opening, motor failed on a pump. I believe it was for the Lazy River at the North Aquatic Facility. And in order for us to be able to guarantee that that motor was back in and the pump operational in time for the opening of the pool, we had to get somebody out there right away. So we're asking for your approval of this emergency purchase for the North Aquatic Facility.
Motion to approve the request.
Second.
So motion to approve by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Cook. I do have a question, Terry. The warranty had expired. I mean, that was all checked?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't checked, but the warranty for a pump like this or for a motor like this would have expired years ago. It was an original motor to the facility.
It was an original to the facility. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item C3, the added item, consider report from the National ADA Symposium from Amanda Bridges.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Knight, Parks and Recreation. Thanks for moving that off of the consent agenda down and let my staff make a presentation regarding this. However, Amanda is not here this morning. With your permission, I'd like to move that back till Monday.
Okay.
She may still come in, but instead, if the commission doesn't mind, I'd like to, and I know this will be a complete downer because he's not near as good looking as Amanda, but I do have with us today Leon Younger, if you wouldn't mind substituting him for this item, just to make an introduction. Leon is the president of Pros Consulting. He is that is the company that is doing the master plan for Topeka and Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. He is in town to do some background work, some research on some parks and those type of things. I thought he'd start down here today. I mentioned to him to come on down here, and he got that look on his face of sitting in a government body for the morning. I said, oh, they take about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. He goes, oh, I can do that. So this is Leon Younger with Pros Consulting.
Well, good. Nice to meet you all. Look forward to doing this project with you, and I'll have opportunities to meet with you individually and talk about your expectations for this plan and the outcomes you'd like to see come from it. And periodically, as we go through it, I'll be bringing different times update reports to you and going over those so you all get really in tune with it, so you can really, there won't be any surprises at the end. You'll have plenty of time for interaction in relationship to recommendations and things as we move along.
Great.
Okay?
I hope you become a familiar face
I
in
will.
the community over the next year, but don't hesitate to come to our meetings. We're not that we're not that bad.
Well, it's all good. Okay.
So please,
Anyway, we
anytime.
appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioners.
You will eat to Monday.
Yeah, unless Amanda comes before the end of the meeting, we'll just.
Okay. Item D, corrections. Number 1, consider approval of sole source emergency repairs to 2 DX controllers and 2 base units in AHU number 4, which controls the heating and cooling of AB modules of the Juvenile Detention Center in a total amount of $6,385.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brian Cole, Department of Corrections. Have this on the agenda this morning for an emergency repair. This unit was struck by lightning in a recent storm that we had, and it totally took the unit out, and this is what we went through the proper procedures of going through the finance and audit process for a sole source. These are the group that has the contract with going through and maintaining our HVAC system, and so would be happy to answer any questions you have.
Probably the only question I would have is insurance, and we probably don't meet or
What we're doing is I'm having John from my office send out emails to all the departments and I don't know if there's any correlation between what happened at Parks and
Exactly.
Rec and
Yeah.
what happened at DOC, but if we
Right.
collectively across the county meet our deductible and we're really close, so I will
Follow up
find
on
out.
that.
We will also turn that
Okay.
into
Yeah.
John. Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
They may have been different.
Further questions? I'll move approval of the request. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thanks, Maria. Oh, we got another one.
Item D2, consider approval of a sole source purchase of 5 settees to be installed in the modules for the Juvenile Detention Center for the safety and security of the facility in a total amount of $6,823.50.
Good morning again, Commissioners. This is a sole source purchase that goes to the different types of safety and security furniture that goes inside the Juvenile Detention Center. The stuff that we have in there now is outdated. It is becoming broken down, becoming a hazard. Sometimes during our site visits with KDHE, they will come in and ask us to replace. This money to fund this comes from a JDFF grant. It's not county dollars. It's a fund that we have to set a budget for these kind of expenditures, and it would be in compliance with that, and we have to report that to the Juvenile Justice Authority. But this is safety and security furniture, a special kind that goes into the modules and lasts very long.
That's the reason for the sole source?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Motion to approve the request.
There's a motion by Commissioner Cook.
Second.
A second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Item E, Public Works Solid Waste. Number 1, consider approval of sole source emergency purchase to 2 refuse trucks in an amount of $2,182.88 per truck.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Block with Public Works and Solid Waste. As mentioned, this is a solid waste request. We had 2 vehicles that were not performing as efficiently as they should, so we brought them in to have them checked out, and there's as part of the EPA's requirement, there's something called a diesel exhaust fluid that needs to be utilized in our trucks, and that's for environmental reasons. That fluid is stored in a tank, and the tanks on 2 of these trucks became cracked, which caused it not to operate properly, which caused the trucks not to operate properly. So solid waste is not in a position to have its trucks down for very long, so we go ahead and get them fixed. The funds to do these repairs would come from solid waste budget, again, which remind everyone that is not tax funded. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Thank you, Tom. Other questions? Or a motion?
Motion to approve the request.
Motion by Commissioner Cook. I'll second the motion. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Item F, Commission number 1, consider appointment of Ed O'Rear as interim Community Corrections Director effective June 15th, 2013.
Good morning, Commissioners. Ed O'Rear,
Good morning.
Community Corrections. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have at this time.
I have none.
Motion to approve the appointment.
Second.
It's a motion by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0, and effective June 15th.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you all.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Hi, Betty Griner, Financial Administrator. I just wanted to go over the budget calendar with you for our 2014 budget. The budgets are coming in from the different departments to my department. We are reviewing those, going back to the department if we see anything that needs further explanation or corrections and formats or anything like that. I'm also asking for strategic plans to be updated and submitted to our department. We are reviewing the budgets, and we'll compile them into a binder for each of you. Those we plan to have compiled and ready for you on the 14th, which is a week from tomorrow. So then you will have that time to review them. Our discussions, our budget discussions with the department heads will begin on July 1st, and that will be the 1st through the 18th. We will then have time for any revisions from those meetings. The public hearing for the budget will be August 5th. I believe that's a Tuesday. Then we will review that public input, make final revisions, and then the 2014 budget resolution will be adopted, hopefully, on August 22nd, 2013. Any questions?
Just one clarification, August 5th is a Monday.
Oh, Monday, I'm sorry, that makes
That's
sense.
okay.
Yes.
And the 22nd is our last normal meeting time before the
Before-
required 25th of August,
Yes,
correct?
yes, it must be submitted by the 25th of August.
And the commission, between the 1st and the 18th, we have one additional meeting on the 25th, but we have all the budget hearings with the departments, a pretty robust schedule that Jane has put before us, so she'll keep us on task, and I know you will too, Betty, so looking forward to the 2014 budget discussions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else for administrative communications? I do want to announce we are going to have a department head meeting on June 27th. It's a Thursday at 11 o'clock, and I know that Jane put out a notice, but we had done a survey to see what time would be agreeable, and about 40% of you said 8 o'clock, 40% said 11 o'clock, and the rest of you, I'm not quite sure when you wanted to meet, but Thursday and Monday seem to be the best times, and the results of that survey were that you wanted to meet quarterly, so we'll honor those results. And we'll get out an agenda closer to that time. If you have anything, though, that you want to submit, please submit that to Jane. Okay? All right.
Item 6, executive sessions.
And is there a need? If not, we are adjourned. Thank you. Seems to me there's still something else that we were supposed to do. It was just.
It looks fine, you know, as a matter of just policy.
Yeah.
They should probably omit it rather than black it out. If it's something that